Hey guys, it's Adam here from GamesReviews.com, and today we're doing episode 4 of our Stardew Valley playthrough on the Xbox One. The last time around, we were almost ready to harvest our parsnips. We had crafted a box, unlocked the community center, and a bunch more. But as you see here now, I have 2 games, and we're actually not going to play the Raffle Farm one anymore. We are going to move over and play L&L Farms. The reason for this is that after doing a little bit of research online, I realized I wanted to create a farm with lots of crops, lots of buildings, lots of animals, and that was going to be really hard to do on that Riverland farm. And I've also realized that fishing in this game isn't really all that much fun. It's actually kind of frustrating. So we switched farms. Not a whole lot has changed. You will see I've got more plants in the ground. I've got scarecrows. I've done a little bit of the community center. We'll visit that today. Obviously just checking the weather, checking the fortune teller, and checking the living off the land for the in-game tips right now. But we'll take a walk around the new farm. We've already done quite a bit of work. Obviously there we got our scarecrow, we've got our bin, and we got some mail. Lost my favorite axe. If you find it, please return it ASAP. 250. Okay, no, we're not going to do this. I don't know where that axe is. I'm sure I could look it up. But first things first, we're going to water all of our plants. So what I have here is actually 30 random spring crops that I got for completing a community center objective. And again, we'll visit that later this game. And then in the middle there is 8 kale plants. They're all ready to be harvested. And once that's done, then we will... once we've harvested them, maybe we'll go back into town. We'll buy some more crops to fill those spots. So we do have the scarecrow right there. It'll keep birds away from a fair amount. All the crops that are currently on the screen, and I think you can go a little bit farther actually. So we'll just refill our water here. So if you remember the last farm, I mean, there. Oh yeah, we have a dog. We got a dog. I forgot to tell you about that. But if you remember our last farm, there's water all around where we are right now. So just not a lot of room to plan your farm. Okay, I'm glad. I was worried if I used the scythe on these kale plants, I might destroy my other plants, but that doesn't seem to be the case, so that's good. Alright, we're actually going to hold on to a couple kale, one premium kale plant and one normal kale plant, just to check if the community center is going to require any of that. So, so as you can see, there's a lot more room here. There used to be all water there, so that's good. All right, let's head towards the community center. As always, we'll make our pit stop to see if there's any forageables to pick up here. We're still at the point where forageables are a good idea. I'm also looking for the worms in the ground there to see if I can find some books or some artifacts. I'm getting a lot better at knowing where everything is on the map. I'm doing a lot less guessing and a lot more just direct walking. I still find it kind of slow, but you know, over time I hope that will be fixed. So let's hop into the community center here. Oh, the daffodil. Get the daffodil. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go just check this area out a little bit first, just to see if there are any more items we can pick up. Not seeing anything. Oh, there is a what is that? Wild turnip? I don't know what that is. A leek. Wild leek right there, so we'll pick that up. I should probably start saving some of this stuff for cooking. The first house expansion I can get is a kitchen. And then I think making dishes and then selling them, and you can actually make a lot of money doing that. So let's go in the community center. Okay, in the last game we had the community center unlocked, but we hadn't done anything yet. So what happened was we found this weird little thing on the ground that we couldn't read. We went to the wizard. The wizard gave us something to drink. Now we can read it. Essentially what we're trying to do is create bundles of stuff. So there's an exotic foraging bundle, for example, but I don't want to be in this room. I want to be in the pantry here. Okay, so what I'm checking basically here is... these are all the different bundles: fall, summer, spring. Quality, we're going to check the quality one to see if we need a quality kale, which we don't. Parsnip, melon, pumpkin, and corn. And if you do try to put the kale in there, you won't be able to. So it has to be one of those 4. I don't know if you can put multiple in to satisfied. I think not, but let's go to the spring. Okay, so we've already put a parsnip in, as you can see, a green bean, potato as well, but no kale needed. So let's head out. We have nothing more to do here yet. Unless we start harvesting some of those crops from our random 30 seeds that we got. Okay, usually about this time in the morning, I'm going to swing by the general store here. Oh, there's a quest. Amethyst. Nope, I don't have an amethyst. And I don't even know where to find one. Probably in the mines, and I haven't explored the mines yet. So we're just going to pass on that. I'm going to go check and see how much the 24 bag it's going to cost. 2,000, and I only have 1876. Okay, I'll probably get one of those tomorrow. The 12 slots is becoming quite annoying. I'm constantly out and about finding something I can pick up and not able to because all my 12 spots are full. One thing I did realize though is if you're catching fish down by the lake, you can actually stop at Willie's bait shop and sell the fish there instead of bringing it all the way back. So first things first, obviously check to see if we can find any worms laying around on the beach. This is the bridge that I want to fix. 300 pieces of wood. Once we get over there, there's coral and I think oysters, lots of oysters over there to pick up, and they respawn I think daily, so it'd be a pretty good source of foraging income. No worms on the beach today, but you know, I don't like the fishing, but we're gonna do it because there's a couple fishing bundles at the community center. So let's hop into a little fishing here. I'll just let you listen and watch, and we'll see if I can catch anything today. I have learned actually a pretty good technique now for the fishing. Instead of holding down the X button, I'm doing a lot more tapping of the X button. I'm not proving it here, but maybe we'll see if I can get this one under control. I find though now when I tap, I have a whole lot more control over the green bar as opposed to where the fish is. And yeah, see now I'm just tapping, and you just kind of try to stay with the movement of the fish. And what do we get there? Okay, an anchovy. Not too bad. Let's cast out and see what else we can get today. As you can see, again, I only have 12 spots. I only have one spot free. So, I mean, I could leave a bunch of tools back at the farm because I don't need a watering can out here. I don't need a pickaxe out here. I don't need a scythe out here. But it just, to me, you know, it always seems like an extra trip back to that bin every time you go back to your farm. And, you know, I'd sooner just buy the 24 slot bag for $2,000. I should be spending that on crops to get even more money and just suck it up. And what do we get here? Herring. Let's go sell these to Willie. I mean, I should just suck it up and deal with the 12 slots for the money purposes, but I'm not playing this to get anywhere anytime soon. I'm playing it. This is going to be a leisurely playthrough, doing things I want to do. You know, it's not always going to be, just short of getting that bag. It's not all going to be about maximizing. It's not going to be about maximizing my my income or money. I'm not trying to hit $1 billion or $1 million or $10 million or, you know, I see people online that go hardcore on these fields. You know, I'm gonna be about building something that looks good, and I'm gonna have fun. So it's gonna be a leisurely playthrough. All right, we're gonna head back. Excuse me. We're gonna head back to the farm, but we'll go. Instead of going the normal way back, I think we're gonna go. Let's go down and around. We'll go through the southwest field and forest there. That's where the wizard tower was. The wizard was the one, obviously, that got us access to the community center bundles. But let's stop in here and see what's going on. We have a cutscene. I wonder if we're going to get introduced to trash here, perhaps. I see a lot of trash, a lot of garbage laying there on the beach. But it's locked. I want to explore the sewer, said Vincent. I think Gunther has the key. Professor Gunther, the man who runs the museum, why do you think he has it? It was a big rusty old key fell out of his pocket one time. A creepy sewer door like this just has to be a spot for that key. Sounds like there's something in the sewer. Something's in the sewer. It scared the kids. I wonder if you can get that key from Gunther by donating a bunch of artifacts or getting him more books. I wonder if that's how you get that key. Maybe I just gotta go talk to him. That seems like a task for the next time I have to go over to the museum. Once again, okay, so that's the end of that cutscene. So nothing about recycling or nothing. I'm not gonna go make a special trip over there. When I got something to donate, I'll go. But I think for right now, I'm just going to enjoy, just going to have a leisurely day. We're going to head back up to the farm. Here's the southern entrance / exit for the farm and the field. So you'll see what I'm working with now. So this used to be all water, and it was a pain in the butt to get around. So I'm glad that now, I'm almost out of stone. One of the bundles is the construction bundle at the community center, and it required 100 stone, and it was all the stone I had. So my wood supply is pretty good. I just had a mishit there, and now I keep pressing A stop. Okay, you know, I used to have a good supply of wood, but I'm going to be using that for the bridge down at the beach to fix that, instead of going for the kitchen upgrade for the house. So, okay, so here we go again, another example why this 12 slot system sucks, because I can't pick that up. So we're going to head back up here, see how much more open this is. This is going to be way better for planting my farm. So let's go back to we'll drop off the kale that we don't need anymore, and as well as the daffodil there in the leek, and then we'll put the stone in the charcoal, or the coal, I don't know what that is, coal, sorry. We'll put that in the box, and we'll head back down. We still have half our energy bar left. I feel like for being 4 p.m, maybe what we'll do is we'll just hang around the farm. I'll try to hack up all the small stones I can see in this area, get rid of the weeds here, and these excess weeds, and just clear this area out. I'm not going to use it anytime soon, but it'll allow room for that big patch of lush grass, the stuff you can walk through, and that'll be really great for when I build a barn. If I can fence in this big area, cut the trees down, the stumps down, fence in that big area, be a nice place to let the animals graze, which will limit the need for me to feed them myself. I can just let them out of the barn, and they can eat the grass there, and that's a lot of grass. So that'll be the goal. Obviously, to get rid of those stumps and to get rid of these big stones, I'm going to have to upgrade my tools. To upgrade my tools, I need to build a smithy, which I have the blueprints for. Not smithy, sorry, a furnace. I have the blueprints for the furnace, but I don't have the resources yet to build one. So I'll get those resources from geodes, and which I have 3 of, I think. There, we'll go do that tomorrow morning. But once I can get the furnace, then I can get the iron bars that I need to upgrade my tools. Then I'll need lots of cash as well. But for now, I can't get rid of those stumps, and I can't get rid of those big stones. So we'll have to drop off again. And we still have, but a little under a quarter bar of energy left, so we can still probably get down an extra tree or 2 right now, so that is what I'm going to go do. Anyway, guys, I hope you don't mind that we have switched farms, and in a sense we've kind of negated everything that was done in the first 3 episodes, but we're going to go with this farm. We're going to have this farm going forward, obviously. I'm really excited about playing this one. I think I'm going to have a lot more fun. I think it's going to be a lot more interesting for you guys if I'm playing a farm that has a lot more potential. That old farm was going to be fishing, and I watched a ton of Stardew Valley streams. What we got left? 37 in there? I've watched a lot of Stardew Valley streams. There's nothing more boring than watching people fish. So let's focus on creating a farm that looks great. Anyway, guys, we're getting near the end of the day. I almost have no energy left, so I'm going to go drop off and call it a day. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, you can find me on Twitter at AdamRoffle. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Just lets me know that you're enjoying the content that I'm making. And finally, guys, check out our website, gamesreviews.com. There's tons of Stardew Valley information up on there already. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time for episode 5.